Nityanandam. With all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I welcome you all into the series Manifesting Shaktis for Dummies. Manifesting Shaktis is as easy as drinking a cup of tea or having instant coffee if you just know how to do it. And this manifesting of Shaktis is not something new, but something that existed in our civilization, that was a very basic, let's say, the very basics of our Sanatana Dharma. It's not a rule or a regulation or a tenement which I can say it's a framework, but that used to be the basic way we used to live. The way life used to be lived is through manifesting Shaktis. This aspect of life, which has been lost to us for over centuries, is being revived by my Guru Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji. Why do I need to manifest Shaktis in everyday life? How does it help me to get to my work on time, to have a clear, conflict-free workspace? How is it going to help me or my spouse who's jealous, who's always beating me or deriding me or being diabolic? Or how does it help me to just live the life that I want, just happily, joyfully, with people around me who love me? Because we have lost this extraordinary power, the science of manifesting Shaktis, we are having to face these everyday, very common, very human issues. This science is not new, like I said. This used to be the very cradle of our civilization. All of us have heard how the Vedic civilization was very rich in its culture, very rich socially and financially. It was like a honey that drew bees from all across the world. We've had good bees, we had bad bees, we had violent bees, we had diabolic bees, and we had bees who just stung everybody and destroyed all our cultural identities. To know how old this is, and for you all to understand that this is manifesting Shaktis is not a magic, it's not a myth, it is an actual authentic way of life, the only way that our Dharma, the Sanatana Dharma, teaches us life should be lived. I would like to read out from the Agamas, a small quotation from the Agamas, which was, the Agamas, as you all know, is given to all of us by Lord Sadashiva. He first tells these Agamas to Devi, and through her he narrates this lifestyle to all of us. Lord Sadashiva, in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 113, that is Sutra 113, Dharana 87, says, O Devi, listen to the sacred tradition. I shall reveal it to you vividly, completely. Just keep your eyes closed. Just keep your eyes completely wide open. Do not see or perceive anything by simply fixing it with a steady gaze. By this, the state of aloneness, Kaivalya, the oneness that expresses as an extraordinary powers and experiences, will occur immediately. I would like to repeat this again from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 113, Dharana 87. O Devi, listen to the sacred tradition. I shall reveal it to you vividly, completely. Just keep your eyes completely wide open. Do not perceive or see anything by simply keeping it fixed with a steady gaze. By this, the state of aloneness, Kaivalya, the oneness that expresses as extraordinary powers and experience, will occur immediately. Of course, Lord Sadashiva did not say in English, it was an English translation which I have read out for the ease of all of us. Lord Sadashiva, as we all know, is the all-knower. So he knew that somewhere the history of humanity, the history of human consciousness, what was once an established way of lifestyle would be lost to humanity. So he has recorded this by sharing this science, by telling this science to everybody. First he reveals it to Devi, and after that he reveals it to Vishnu, and then the Saptarishis. Through them he lets us human beings live this science. This oneness or Kaivalya, like Lord Sadashiva says, that can be experienced. When that is experienced, we start manifesting Shaktis. This Shaktis is not something from outside us. It is something inside of us which we need to find, complete, that will start radiating the extraordinary Shaktis. But how do you experience this Kaivalya? How do you experience the science of Advaita? Kaivalya is nothing, aloneness. Again, he says aloneness, not loneliness. Loneliness is feeling alone. It's feeling that you are all by yourself in a world where everybody is there. You feel left, lonely, standing. That is a very, very negative aspect of looking at life. Aloneness is knowing your individual self is part of the whole. To experience that, to experience oneness with the cosmos, to experience oneness with the superconsciousness, you should attend the Inner Awakening program conducted by my Guru Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji. It is in these programs, it's a 21-day program. Through the 21 days, Swamiji gives Diksha to every participant, to every devotee who comes. And that Diksha does multi-level cleansing, multi-level, we self-cognize ourselves, and because of the Diksha, you experience the oneness with the superconsciousness. You experience what life is, you experience the purpose of your life. When you experience oneness with the world, with the superconsciousness, you will realize the purpose of your life. When you realize these two, you start aligning so perfectly with that you start living the life of oneness, living the life of joy and mukti. And you know, because you will experience that each and every person is part of you, and you will know without external advice, like we call it the gut opinion, the gut feeling. Through that so-called gut, as we term it today, that guides you to have beautiful, complete relationships with everybody. Diksha by an avatar, by my Guru. Who is the avatar according to Hinduism? By the definition of Hinduism, by the defined definitions given in the Sanatana Dharma, in the sacred text of Sanatana Dharma, my Guru Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji is the avatar, not only by my experience but by the experiences of millions of devotees worldwide who have benefited through just his Diksha. His philosophy, his teachings are parallel to his Diksha. If we live the lifestyle and follow the teachings, then the experience becomes a permanent expression of us. It's a very simple thing that Swamiji says, which I wish I could share with everybody and make everybody understand that vegetarianism is the only way of life. Swamiji says when animals are killed, they experience pain like us. When they experience the pain, the fear, it gets locked into their muscle memory. That once it's locked and it remains in the muscle memory, cooking does not take away the memory. We cook, we consume it, and that memory of pain, the rage, the feeling of suppression that animal would have felt, the rage that it's not able to help itself, the rage at human beings for killing it, becomes a part of your memory, and you start expressing it for no reason. Many of our everyday actions have no logical reason, have no extreme logical reason, but we respond from a state of high alert. If you have to hit out at somebody, we are on high alert. But if you have to be patient with someone, we expect others to be patient with us. All of us, if we start noticing how minutely we react to people from the state of always being in red alert. Oh, they are out to hit me, so let me hit back. Let me first beat them before they beat me. Let me make them feel incomplete. Let me make them feel insufficient, inferior before they speak to me and make me feel that I am not worthy. We already assume this is the perception of others. Because of all this unknown pain, rage, violence we are all consuming. Of course, people who are staunch vegetarians who do not believe in the philosophy of life after death, philosophy of pain, depression and suffering, need not believe it. But my challenge to you would be, stop non-vegetarian for a year. Take it as a sankalpa that you will not have non-vegetarian for a year and experience how your life starts changing. If you minutely micromanage your thoughts from the space of reason and response and reaction, you will see many times you are unable to control your anger, you are unable to control your depression. You have no reason to be depressed, yet you are depressed. You have no reason to feel sad, yet you are sad. You have no reason to throw a tantrum, but we do throw tantrums. These are all